Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here with a review of the Power Rangers Megaforce Metalic Force figures and Robo Knight. So this is essentially the third wave of the Megaforce figures. Wave 2 was pretty much supposed to be a regular Robo Knight figure, Vrak, and a Loogie. But they never really made it to normal stores. As of this recording, they're starting to pop up at CVS pharmacies, and they'll probably appear at stores like that as we go out, so I'm not sure when I'll be getting those. But anyway, Wave 3 ended up releasing essentially first amongst the regular stores, you know, Targets and Walmarts and whatnot. And this wave includes the 5 main Rangers in metallic, and a metallic paint coat, a regular Robo Knight figure, a metallic Robo Knight figure, and a metallic Mighty Morphin Red figure. So anyway, we'll just go ahead and go over these. It's going to be pretty quick because they're pretty much the same figures as the other ones except for Robo Knight. But let's just go over the 5 cores to get them out of the way. So let's start, whoops, by knocking down Troy. So here we have Red. This is the same exact figure as we got before, except that it is done in a metallic coating. Now I have to say, even though this is kind of, you know, a throwaway wave in terms of, you know, it's just a repaint, the metallic coating does actually look quite nice. It actually looks pretty cool. It's got this kind of almost dark red to it. It actually looks pretty nice. Let's just show you on the chest there. So yeah, they didn't do too bad of a job. Otherwise, it's the same solid figure. I did like this figure line quite a bit. All the molding's fine, the details are good. The helmet's pretty solid. It just overall does look pretty good with this metallic paint on it. You get the same articulation. You get this hinge joint here, so you can move around 360 and up and out. Single elbow joint here, swiveling here at his fist. You got a hinge joint on his leg, so he can move his leg back, or back, forward, back, to the side, all around movement. Single knee joint here. You can swivel his shin here, I guess, and then no swiveling at the waist. And then you can move his head around 360 with some extremely slight up and down movement, so slight in fact that it's pretty much non-existent. With all of them you do get, well, at least with the 5 cores, you get their main blaster. It's very basic, just like before. There's nothing really special about it. It almost looks like it's got the shark header at the end of it, as opposed to his dragon one. But so you do get that. But then you do get his main weapon here. And it is actually done up in a kind of shiny metallic style, which actually looks really nice. You can see it's all shiny red. It's a pretty cool looking. But so yeah, that's Red. His articulation is the same as blue and black, so I'm not going to bother going over the articulation. Just taking a quick look at them. Here's blue. Once again, the metallic paint does look really nice. I think they did a good job on it. The blue one looks really cool as well. He has the same weapon here. It's literally the exact same one as the one I just showed you. But, very nice. I do like the metallic paint on it quite a bit. Like I said, same exact articulation. And then you get his sea bowgun and shark bowgun, sorry. And it's all kind of shiny too. And then you got blacks, which is kind of like this metally black color, if you can see. It's kind of almost got like a titanium-ish quality, and it went away. Not like, oh no, that's the Titanium Ranger, nothing beats titanium or something. I don't know what people are going to say. But it does look nice. It's kind of got this almost silvery black quality to it. Same exact blaster weapon as the others that I just showed you. And he has a hard time standing for some reason. Anyway, and then his snake axe, or I like to call it the snacks. You can't really tell the sort of shiny finish as much as the others, but it is indeed there. Okay, so now we got pink. This is the girl mold. I'll go over it on her, and then it's going to be the same. So we've got her metallic E-color here. Once again, it does look pretty nice. Just get an overall look for her. Same exact blaster weapon yet again. Articulation is primarily the same as the others, it's just kind of on a smaller mold. You get the hinge joint with 360 in and out, single elbow joint, her fist move. She does have the same leg joints pretty much. You know, you can move back and forth and side to side and all that, but it's hindered by her solid skirt piece, if you can't tell. Oh, I almost forgot to mention, they all also come with their little Gosei morphers. Anyway, single knee joint here, swiveling, 360 head articulation. So basically, her head does move up and down a little bit more. forgot to mention that. So basically it's the same articulation setup for the guys, it's just they're more hindered by their solid skirt pieces, and there's no like little slits on the side to possibly open that up for you a little bit, if you know what I mean. Alright, yellow. Damn it, Noah. Yellow's looks pretty cool. She's got kind of almost a golden thing going on here. Looks pretty cool. Her paint scheme, same exact weapon as before. Same exact articulation as pink. Damn it, Noah. Why are you failing at life? So, cool. Almost ready to show pink's weapon. Unless it's super faint, I feel like this doesn't even have a metallic coating, it's just white for her phoenix shot. And then here's yellow's, which is, you can tell, a little bit shiny. It's kind of got, once again, a golden thing going on. Alright, now here's regular Robo Knight. This is not the metallic version, this is just regular. He comes with two weapons. You get his Robo Blaster, and it's just all kind of gray, nothing much to it. And then the Robo Blade here. And then you get the figure, which, just like the Megaforce figures, is an overall fairly nice figure. His sort of more shiny parts don't show off as well amongst the gray, but it is a solid looking figure. The head sculpt's okay. I think they got it pretty decent. It seems a little bit squished, you can tell, but overall it does the job. It's just kind of overall fine. Articulation wise, you have pretty much the same setup yet again. 360. You can move in and out. It is hindered by his shoulder pads here. Single elbow joint here. Swiveling at the fist. Up, down, moving on his legs on a hinge joint. It is blocked by his Robomorpher. He comes with a little Robomorpher here. He's got like really far down knees. Single knee joint. Swiveling at his leg. No swiveling at the waist. His head moves around 360. And some slide up and down movement. One thing I want to note here is, I'm actually going to pick the camera up to show this, his feet kind of go inwards. If you move them out when you're standing him, it's not quite as noticeable, but when you're just having a little bit of a closer pose, they kind of tend to orient inwards, which is just kind of weird. But overall, yeah, he's okay. I kind of feel like for some reason the mold could have been a little bit better on him. I don't know, there's just something off about it. But it is still overall a fairly solid figure for Robo Knight. But I don't know, like I said, other than even just including the feet, there's just something a little bit off about him for me. I'm not entirely sure what it is. I'm just going to set him right here for a sec, because then we have the metallic version, which comes with the same weapons, just in a shiny kind of white version here. It's really showing up on the camera. You can see there's his blaster, and he's holding his sword. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a shiny white version. But so he's pretty cool. Like, his gray parts are kind of done in this almost shiny white plastic, as you can see, which is actually pretty cool. Actually, a pretty cool idea of a color scheme. As you can see, the gray is replaced by white practically everywhere, and it does look pretty cool. I kind of wish they would have possibly tried to play up the silverness of it more, and then this almost could have been an even more perfect version of a Robo Knight figure. But here they are next to each other. Regular and metallic. But it is pretty cool. I do quite enjoy this repaint quite a bit, just because I think the white color scheme is kind of neat. But like I just said, it would have been neat if they could have possibly tweaked it to like match up with the silver of his armor to make it almost look like a more show accurate Robo Knight figure, which would have been neat. But anyway, same articulation, obviously. This is the same figure, just metallic. So those are those guys. And then last in this figure, and least, we have the MMPR Red Figure. This, if you can't tell, is the same exact MMPR 2010 figure we've been getting for some time. It just seems like it's been around forever, because we had this come out, and then you got like the armored version. I feel like they used it in something else, and then you got like the armored version that came with the MMP or the Power Rangers DVD set. It's just like they won't let this mold go. I mean, I understand it money-wise, because, you know, you have it lying around and it fits in, but whatever. Anyway, I do like the new molds better. They look a little bit more proportionate. This guy's a little muscle heady. Not quite as bad as the old figures, but then he's got like these giant kind of arms that aren't proportional. But it's still an overall okay mold. I did enjoy these somewhat at the time. And the metallic paint scheme does look pretty good, I have to admit. I do quite like the color scheme on him, just like on Megaforce Red. The color scheme does look good. And this one, as opposed to the other 6 metallic figures, makes a little bit of show sense, since the MMPR Rangers did have a metallic armor. He comes with 2 weapons. You've got his dagger blaster here, which goes on the side. You can store it there. I'm not really going to keep it there because it's gigantic for that. And then, of course, you got a signature power sword, which I have him holding. Nothing really different about it. I think it's I feel like it's slightly metallicized, but it might even be the same as it were. I'm not even sure. Anyway, articulation-wise, you got 360 here. Hinge joint allows you to move in and out. Single elbow joint. You got swiveling here. Or, do you have swiveling? I guess you don't. Oh, you do. You have swiveling here. You don't have it on the hand. You have it kind of up at the forearm. Anyway, then you got a hinge joint here, so you can get some pretty solid range of movement up and down and side to side and whatnot. Single knee joint, swiveling here. No swiveling at the waist. Head 360. And some very, very slight up and down. So primarily the same as the other guys, it's just a different mold. But overall it is kind of neat looking. Even though I'm not really a fan of either series that goes along with this, I do like the MMPR / Red Ranger suit designs. And the metallic armor, or the coloring, does look really cool. And like I said, it does give you a... it actually has an in-show reason for MMPR. So that's kind of neat. I know that, I'm not entirely sure, I think they're coming out sometime in fall. They are doing a few more metallic figures. Older ones, I mean. They're doing an MMPR White and a Lost Galaxy Red. What's cool about that is the MMPR White is the 2010 line again, but the thing about that is that the MMPR 2010 White Ranger figure was the hardest to find and is the most expensive online for some reason, even though you could go buy yourself a Super Legends one, which is arguably a better figure. Not to mention there's a Kiba Ranger figure art coming out, but nonetheless it's still expensive. So it'll be nice to get a reasonably priced version of that figure. And Lost Galaxy, I guess they're just doing it because they're airing it, but it'll be nice to expand to other things besides MMPR. Anyway, these all do come with cards, nothing that spectacular. You get MMPR Red here for him, and then Megaforce Red and Pink. Pink's change card, Black's change card, Blue's change card, Yellow's change card, Robo Knight's same card. So these are all the same exact cards that you get with the regular Megaforce figures. You can even see down right to Robo Knights, which are identical, which is really disappointing because there's really not much of a reason for you to buy the metallic figures as is, and if they would have included some sort of different card, it would have certainly given a good chunk of people some more incentive to pick it up if you're collecting all the cards. Anyway, though, I'm still going to show the sounds real quick just because some people want to see that if you haven't seen the other Megaforce review or something. So anyway, here's Megaforce Red. I have Pink. I really didn't want to bend the card. And so then all these will say the same thing, just to show you. So all of the change cards are going to say the same thing again. So I was just proving that by showing 2. Hopefully that's proof enough. And then Robo Knights, obviously I'm not going to show them both because they're the same card.
Megaforce Robo Knight.
And then MMPR Red will show. Alright, cool. Anyway, so time for a final verdict. I did end up enjoying these figures quite a bit more than I thought I would. They are all nice molds, just like before, and the Robo Knight one is a decent mold. But I recommend that you can get the Robo Knight figure to complete your little collection if you already have the other wave. It is a nice figure. As for the Megaforce Metalic figures, I think it's a fairly easy pass in terms of if you're trying to save money and you don't want to collect everything. But if you do end up wanting to get them, I don't think you'll be that disappointed, because as I said, they are solid figures already, and the metallic paint actually does look pretty cool. But other than it just looking kind of neat and you possibly wanting it for that, it's an easy pass if you're having to pick and choose. MMPR Red is kind of neat to have. I'm not sure if we'll get everybody in the metallic thing, but just because of the fact that they actually did have metallic armor. So it's basically down to a personal preference. It's kind of a weird recommendation here. I'll just say, like, if or to be repetitive, but like for a final thing, if you're on a budget and you have to pick and choose for Megaforce, I would only pick up regular Robo Knight, but if you're looking for something neat and you pick these up, I don't think you'll be disappointed. They're actually pretty cool looking figures and I do enjoy them. I just wish that they would have come with some different cards to give some people who are card collectors a little more incentive. So anyway, that is about it. Until next time, make sure you check out the Crazy Podcast at Riders, Rangers, and Rambles. Until next time, this is the camera sliding over, and Dawson Rider signing out.